Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn, and S.P.D emergency. Okay, yes, I'm a nerd. But so this is my second custom Janky, and I decided to do Cat Ranger from Power Rangers S.P.D. Space Patrol Delta. It does not mean anything else. Okay, it may sound like something else, but it's not. So, Space Patrol Delta, honestly, one of my favorite seasons of Power Rangers, and wow, I did not seal this good at all. This is for just me, and I must have just really sloppily put a sealant on it. I need more sealant, because there are major spots that I missed with the sealant. Wow. This is the first time I'm looking at it up close with the lights. Which is funny, I was just filming another video, another craft video, and I said, make sure to look at it in the light to make sure you're getting all the parts. Obviously, I didn't listen to my own advice, so that's something I'm going to have to do. But anyway, so the Cat Ranger was a character that appeared, or the Ranger itself appeared in one episode. The person in the costume was in every episode, Cat Minx, who was the main scientist behind the S.P.D morphers and vehicles. She kept everything running, basically. She wasn't the boss, but she kept a lot of the techno parts of the command center and everything running for S.P.D. If you don't know, Power Rangers S.P.D is set in the distant future of 2025. And, yeah. But by that point in the Power Ranger universe, there's an entire police academy, essentially, that trains future Power Rangers. So, each of the Rangers there are cadets, and they've worked their way up, well, 3 of them worked their way up the ranks to get to the B Squad Rangers. The other 2 were just like, here's a morpher. But I never understood that part, really, but it was cool. But yeah, so she got a disposable morpher for one episode and became the Cat Ranger because she's also a cat alien. I love the dynamic between her and Doggy Kruger throughout the entire show. But anyway, I really wanted to make Cat for this because again, it's another cat-shaped one. It's very easy. But I at first I wanted to make her. I wanted to make Dr. Cat Minx, or Manx. Is it Manx? I don't know. But then I got to looking at some pictures and I'm like, I kind of want to do the Cat Ranger. So I did the Cat Ranger. So anyway, let's roll footage. Okay, you guys, let's just jump right on into this. So off camera, I amputated the limbs and the head of the little janky dude. I did have to put the body and head in water, steaming water, to pull it apart easily. Just to make sure the head still functions. The last time I accidentally just ripped it, and I'll be honest, I did a third one after this, which I did not record. That one was just for fun. But the other one I just sort of ripped off too, because I didn't care. It's easier to break them. But anyway, here you can see I am putting on some acetone to rub off the already put on paint. Just to make it more of a even surface, and then I go in with a primer, make sure everything is evenly white, or evenly enough white for me, and then I start sketching out the costume. Now, Cat Ranger's costume is a little bit complex for some reason. I'm not really sure why they made her costume so complex. I don't know if they used her more in the Japanese Super Sentai, because they only used her for one episode in S.P.D. But whatever. So I sketch out the helmet, the costume, and I'm making it as accurate as possible. This is going to be a chibi form, basically, of Cat Ranger. It's not going to be super accurate, so I just put on as much details as I can. Some we're going to get lost. That's just a thing. And then I go in and start painting the orange on the body and the arms. Just giving a rough layout. I'll be going back and forth throughout all of this to do touch-ups as I go. And then I paint the black on the visor, giving those little cat whisker shapes almost to the visor. At least I assume that's what they're meant to represent. It's kind of cute. So, and then I also put some gunmetal gray for the ears and where the badge is going to go on her helmet, and also the little name tag that's what, or not really name tag, but the little badge is supposed to be on her costume as well. The one on her helmet is going to have S.P.D. and then the dog logo for S.P.D. And then the one on her shirt is just going to have S.P.D. on it. So, or at least it's supposed to have S.P.D. on it. Let me put it that way. So, and then I go in, make a black outline. So pretty much all of those lines that I drew when I was doing in pencil, I'm going over them with Posca ink now. And I'm using a brush to do that. So I'm ejecting the Posca paint pen out into my palette and using that paint to paint with my brush. The reason I'm doing this, Posca paint is great quality paint. And my black is chunky as crap. So it's just so much easier to paint black with my Posca paint pen than it is with my actual black paint. It's less chunky, it's more smooth. So freaking easier to do it with the Posca paint pen. And now, okay, I'll be honest. I was reviewing the footage before my phone before I write the script, because that's the way I do it now, instead of doing it along with the footage like I used to do. So I'm not really sure what order this happened, but roughly. So I painted the mouthpiece in silver, so just the little oval-ish shape for the mouth that's on the helmet. And then I also put in the and I made that in silver. And I also put in the silver for the belt buckle at some point. And I also added in the silver color on top of the gunmetal gray on the S.P.D. badge on her forehead. And I think I just put two. I needed to bring the freaking figure down here so I can look at it. But I know I put the thing on there for the helmet. I don't know if I put anything on there for the costume, but I know I tried to make the rough dog shape outline for the helmet, as well as SPD letters up there too. And then I put 3 white dots on each of the ears, like little, almost rhombus shape, because SPD stands for Space Patrol Delta, you know, their police force. And so their helmets all had police sirens on them, like they have in the actual police cars. And so, you know, most of the S.P.D. Rangers had the red sirens on it, but Cat Rangers had the 3 little orange ones on each of the ears of the helmet. So I put orange on first, and then I put white on, and then I guess I seal it because that's where my note's in. So yeah, I'm not really sure what order that all went in. The last part of it, between the silver mouthpiece and the orange for the ears. And also I'm going back and forth straightening stuff up because in those lines on the body, I just kept going in and out of lines. I had to redo the outline, I had to go back with the white several times. It was just a thing. So it was just a thing. I was glad that I went ahead with the primer at first and just try to make it as even coated as possible so I don't have to go in as much with the white, but I was still breaking it out to do the touch-ups. It seemed like every minute or so. And this has been done months ago, guys, and I haven't really looked at the figure since doing this. So, yeah, hopefully the outro and intro is a better way of explaining it than current me. So, let's go on to the outro now. So, yeah, I think it was pretty easy. Like, there's definitely some detail missing. Because, obviously, even though you still have, you know, torso, arms, legs, hands, whatever, it's a very different proportion size to what a Power Ranger would usually be. This is just one I have laying on my desk that I'm going to put up for sale soon. But, so there was some detail lost here and there, but overall I'm very happy with it. You can still tell, I can still tell it's a dog shaped on the badge there. The belt, it's a little sad looking. But overall, I think she came out really well. Again, I just need to put more sealant on it, because damn. But this turned out really, really well. The only thing, I didn't even notice that some of the Jankies had different molds to them. So this one has like little sneakers on the shoes instead of just regular like zero molded shoes whatsoever, like the Catwoman did. So I kind of wish I had noticed that. I could have swapped them out, but I was like, nah. And originally I grabbed one that had like a little apron to it, and I'm like, well, maybe I can just do it off, or I'm like, nee, or pull it off. And I'm like, let's just grab another one. So I grabbed another one, but yeah, this one was fairly fun to do. I really do like Power Rangers S.P.D. So it was kind of fun to go ahead and jump into that and do a little nod to one of my favorite characters ever. So absolutely love that. Some of the mentors in Power Rangers was the best, like Kat and Doggy and Princess Shayla up there in the white dress right there. Captain Mitchell and Dr. Fairweather from Lightspeed Rescue. I love the mentors. I just really, really do. So this is just really cool to do. And again, did they make a Cat Ranger figure? I'm sure they did it somewhere, but I got mine right here. So let me know what you guys think about this. I know most of you guys do not give two craps about Power Rangers S.P.D. That's fine. I still enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys did as well. Is this thing cured by now? I was doing another video and I realized, hey, this still hasn't cured. Yes, okay, good, it's cured. So, because I still have all the UV resin charms we did on the live stream just sitting here. I haven't done anything with them yet. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And remember, like always, it's a community, not competition. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.